Hello everyone, good evening. My name is Ayushi Tyagi and I'm an intern under Maestro Legal. And my mentor, Mr. Vaibhav Shahi, has given me this opportunity to present in today's KM session. The topic that I will be discussing today is about a trademark case, that is Arudra Engineers Private Limited versus Patanjali Ayurvedic Limited, famously known as the Coronal Trademark Case. Now, before starting, I'd like to yeah, tell what trademark registration basically is and what is its purpose. So, the overall purpose of trademark registration is to prevent unfair competition by protection of the use of a symbol, domain, or any logo or name which has been registered. Another important thing is that it distinguishes one's goods or services from someone else's. Now, this point is going to play an important role in the case that I will present now. Start with the introduction. So, this is a very recent case that happened in July 2020. A trademark legal dispute ensued between two companies for a showdown before Honorable Madras High Court. The suit was filed by Arudra Engineers Private Limited, later known to be the plaintiff, against Patanjali Ayurvedic Limited, New Delhi. It is a consumer goods company, subsequently known to be as the defendant in this case. Now, the present case led to ex parte order passed by High Court of Madras on the application of interim relief filed by the plaintiff, wherein defendant has been restrained from using a mark, coronal, or any similar mark till 30th July 2020. Now, I'll introduce the plaintiff. You can see the logo of what plaintiff's company look like. So, Arudra Engineers Private Limited are the complainant here, and hence the plaintiff. It is a private limited company registered under Companies Act 1956. They're carrying on business of chemical cleaning and manufacturing of material handling system and polymeric explosives for various factories in India as well as abroad. Now, they have been carrying business for more than over 20 years. So, they have a reputation all over India as well as in abroad. Now, they have registered the mark Coronel 213 SPL and Coronel 92B in the year 1993. They have also renewed the registration of the trademark, and currently the trademark is valid till 2027. The product of the plaintiff, namely Coronel, is a chemical agent for sanitizing and cleaning heavy industrial machinery. Now, the defendant is Patanjali here, Patanjali Ayurved Limited. You can see Patanjali's logo as well as how Patanjali is selling their Coronal kit, and you can see the font that they have used. So, Patanjali Ayurvedic Limited is the defendant in the present case. Now, it is a New Delhi based company, consumer company. Here, Patanjali is being blamed for trademark infringement as the plaintiff came to know through newspapers and news that the defendants have been marketing their product as a cure for coronavirus using identical mark as the plaintiff's registered trademark Coronel. Now, brief facts of the case, I'll explain it quickly. The plaintiff is a registered proprietor of the mark Coronel 92B and Coronel 92 SPL that you can see on the screen. Just a second. Yeah, sorry. So Coronel 213 SPL and Coronel 92B, you can see their marks on the screen as well, how they were trademarked. So in the year 2019 to 2020, in between that, the sales of the plaintiff's product was more than 6.4 crores, which clearly shows that the company is a reputed company. The defendant in 2020 started manufacturing a medicine under the brand Coronel for the purpose of cure of coronavirus using a very similar trademark as of the plaintiff that was shown in the previous slide. Now, the plaintiff filed a suit of infringement of trademark and passing off against the defendant, that is Patanjali. Now, what points did plaintiff place in front of the court that why are they filing this case? So, their contentions were the plaintiff came to know that the defendants are using the mark through reports and news in electronic media because as soon as Coronal Kit was launched by Patanjali, their brand ambassador being Baba Ramdev, it gained loads of popularity. So, the conflicting reports with respect to the nature of the product being sold by the defendants would indicate that such infringement would cause harm, serious harm to the reputation of the plaintiff. The unique portion of the trademark in both registered trademark of the plaintiff was the word coronal, which is a coin mark by the plaintiff and intended to imply corrosion nil. Now, by the name of coronal, the plaintiff used to sell a chemical that was used for sanitizing and cleaning heavy machineries of industries. And they wanted to imply by the name coronel that it is corrosion nil. And that was the distinctive proportion of the trademark. Therefore, the infringement of this word by defendant mark coronel tablets would seriously affect the reputation of the plaintiff. Now, as per section 29, subclause 4 of the Trademark Act, this section protects the owner of a registered trademark even when there is an attempt to use very similar trademark from dissimilar industries. Next, although the name Coronel was chosen as an immunity booster, the product was marked as a cure. Now, originally, when Patanjali introduced the Coronel tablets, it was said that this is going to cure coronavirus. That is how they promoted it. That is how they made their sales. But later, it was just marked by the IMC, that Indian Medical Association, that it is just an immunity booster for cough and cold. So now sales of coronal kit also decreased because of this, because it was no longer a cure but just an immunity booster. So defendants were deriving unjust pecuniary benefits at the cost of plaintiff's reputation, and plaintiffs thought that since their product is not getting enough sales and its sale has basically degraded because it was no longer a cure, as I mentioned earlier. So this could affect the plaintiffs as well. Now, there was a shift from first projecting their product as a cure to be an immunity booster against cough and fever. In addition to this, there was no approval for marketing of the tablets as a cure from coronavirus. Therefore, the use of mark by defendants dilutes the distinctiveness of the trademark and its diminishing value, goodwill, reputation, and proprietary rights, which is exclusively in favor of plaintiff. Now, what were the defendants' contentions? Now, these are very interesting. Now, the product sold by Patanjali has gone through scrutiny of Government of India. They permitted the product to be on sale. Basically, the Government of India permitted the product to be on sale. Now, the products were sold by the plaintiff and the coronal tablets sold by the defendants belong to different classes. They were for different purposes. So there would be no confusion in the mind of any individual. The market mode of sale and class of consumers are completely different. In addition to this, the visual appearances of the marks are different. Now this is another very important point that defendants put forward. The plaintiff had not registered the parts of the trademark, so it cannot seek protection for one word. If you remember, I showed you the marks on the screen. So the plaintiff had registered Coronel 92B and Coronel 213 SP. So now they cannot register a particular part of a word. So that is what defendants pointed out here. That was Coronel. Now plaintiff's trademark is not a well-known trademark. That is what defendants contentions made. Plaintiff is known to be a very small number of people. They were trying to say that the plaintiff were not a very reputed company and it only had a very small market of 31 customers in contrast, and defendant had millions of customers. Now, trademark of plaintiff is only registered mark, not a recognized or reputed mark. This is what defendants claim. Now you can see what they were using to sell coronal kit. The word coronal used as an abbreviation of coronavirus nil. Now they wanted to use the term coronal to indicate coronavirus nil. This mark is justified since it is a common practice for the drugs to be named after the ailment, after the disease which they are intended to treat. A defendant is a well-known company. Now the worth of Patanjali is 10,000 crore rupees and has no reason to write on the reputation of a rupees 10 crores company, that was Arudra Engineers. The product has been created as immunity boosters for the benefit of general public, which will now be able to avail the advantage of the immunity boosting tablets in case of an order of injunction against the defendants. Now, the sections in question which were put forward by the court were Section 11, subclause 6 of the Trademark. So, according to this section, the registrar, while determining the trademark, has to seriously consider the extent and the reputation of the trademark, how much benefit does that trademark brings to the company, or how popular the trademark is. That is what section 11 says. And section 29 subclause 4 of the Trademarks Act 1999 simply says that a registered trademark, if a trademark is registered and it is infringed by another person or any other company, or the other company uses a pretty similar trademark, even though they are not identical, or even though they are not for similar purposes. Like the mark that Arudra engineers used was to sell a chemical cleanant, a chemical agent. But what Patanjali used it for was a medicine. So their purpose was different, but still they used same design and the same form of trademark. So this is not allowed. It doesn't matter if the purpose of the product is same or not or different, but what matters is that the trademarks should not be identical. Now, court's observations was given in various points. Now, on the intention of the statute to protect well-known trademarks. The first and primary rule of construction is that the intention of the legislature must be found in the words used by the legislature. This simply means that Section 29 subclause 4 of the Trademarks Act talks about reputation in India. Now, our plaintiff, that was Arura Engineers, had more reputation abroad than in India. Now, the parameter has to be measured as per Section 11 as well. The plaintiffs on now the second contention that was on plaintiff's reputation in India. The plaintiff is engaged in a new unique business, and sorry, yeah, the plaintiff is engaged in a unique business, and India does not have many heavy industries. Therefore, a reasonable conclusion can be drawn that the plaintiff has established a reputation amongst abroad, also as well as a little reputation in India. The plaintiff has in India and abroad clients of about 31 business clients. The trademark is also known throughout the globe in the field of chemical cleaning. Therefore, the plaintiff has made out prima facie case of their trademark being a reputed mark. Now, on infringement of one word from the registered mark. Now, this is another important point that court pointed out, Madras High Court. The only word in the plaintiff's trademark which conveys some meaning directly relating to the business of the plaintiff is coined word coronal. Now, primary word which is relied upon by both the parties is coronal. Plaintiff having prior registration of the trademark bearing the primary word is entitled protection from infringement. On due cause or in the defendant's use of the mark, the change in projection of the coronal tablets from a treatment of coronavirus to being an immunity booster against cough and cold shows that defendants have infringed upon registered trademark of the plaintiff without due cause. The mark is being used by the defendants without any due cause and is taking advantage of the term coronal, which is registered trademark of the plaintiff. Defendants have directly infringed upon the registered trademark of the plaintiff by the use of word coronal. Now, here they simply meant that coronal tablets were being sold as a cure for coronavirus, but their reputation degraded because they were just claimed to be an immunity boosters. Now, this could also have hampered plaintiff's reputation. Now, on whether the use of the mark by the defendants is detrimental to the registered trade. Although the detriment cause would be negligent because Patanjali is a 10,000 crore worth company and Arudra Engineers was just 10 crore worth company, 10 crore rupees worth company. So the detriment cause would be negligent by the two trademarks being of different classes as well as comparing the worths of the company. A similar imputation would be cause on the trademark as those which have been raised against the defendant's marks and doubts can be raised as to whether the plaintiff's product is actually effective against corrosion. In addition to this, permission has neither be granted to the defendants to market the product nor hold it to be a cure of coronavirus. Defendants seek to exploit public fear by projecting it as a cure against the virus. The use of the mark is therefore with due cause and has caused substantial damage to the reputation of the mark of the plaintiff with respect to its quality. Now, the final verdict that was given by the Madras High Court was that dishonest adoption by the defendants have caused substantial damage to the reputation of the plaintiff's mark company. Possibility of confusion exists since both the marks are exactly same. Now, possibility of dilution exists since the defendants have not shown due cause in naming their product Coronel, which in fact their product does not cure coronavirus. Defendants have not established that their mark Coronel tablet is registered. Both the words Coronel are the same and identical, and emphasis on due diligence. Now, one important thing that the court pointed out was, I'll quote this, that a simple check with the trademark registry would have revealed that Coronel is a registered trademark. If they had and had still with audacity to use the name Coronel, They do not deserve consideration at all. They cannot assume they can bulldoze their way and infringe a registered trademark. They must realize that there is no equity in trade and commerce. If they had not done a check with registry, then they are at fault. Now, the Madras High Court has done a remarkable job, and it included Section 11, Subclause 6, and 29, Subclause 4 of the Trademark Acts in giving its judgment. So it's a very famous judgment. However, shortly after this judgment, the defendants approached the divisional bench by saying that, by arguing that coronal is a generic term derived from coronavirus and is being used nearly by 199 companies. Six of them engage in manufacturing tablets, and there exists no likelihood confusion between the products sold by them and the plaintiff. Now, further, they also tried to approach Supreme Court in August 2020. So, Supreme Court refused to entertain their plea, challenging the Madras High Court decision to stay on single judge order. Now, the Chief Justice S.A. Bobde remarked that if we prevent the use of the word coronal during the pandemic on the ground that there is some pesticide on its name, it will be terrible for the first product. Now, the matter is still pending. The final judgment has not come on. So, matter is ripe. Final arguments in the last high court. Thank you. That's it.